Welcome to episode 3 of Project Kev. Everyone, 2 steps backwards, 1 step sort of forwards. A lot of this is going to be voiceover on some of the episodes when we're in the workshop. It's a live workshop. There's the radio on, which YouTube doesn't like. There's people's annoying voices. They're working on cars, so there's obviously tools going on. So some of this is going to be voiceovers just to give you an idea of what's going on and where we are at the project. So here's the Kev. This is sort of the second shell we got. As you can see, there's still a lot of repair work to do. And now what we're going to do on this initial one, as you can see, I've bought a hinge kit, stainless hinge kit, or flange kit. So this has got different spaces on it, as you can see, different thicknesses, and some new hinges. And the idea is we're squaring the door up to the frame. This is checking that the shell is square, the door isn't completely out, and obviously that the A panel is in the right place, that flitch panel and the A frame, the A post, sorry. You can see there's a bunch of other work to be done. Some of it's just superficial. Both rear quarters will be removed in due time. You'll see that soon in the video. It's going to have a new outer sill, or upper section of the sill replaced, and some new A panels. Those bits are going to be replaced. I can't remember what they're called now, but the flitch panels there, they're new. Another door on this side, different colour, but it won't be in the end, obviously. Yeah, there's old bits that haven't been cut off, as you can see there, of the wing. There's bits of rust, bits to be taken off. So we squared the door up. We got the spaces in the right place. New bolts, new hinges, and as you can see, the gap, what we were aiming for, it took me about half an hour, as I don't really know what I'm doing, to be blunt. The gap is nice and even all the way around, and of course it shuts nicely as well. Now there's some issues down there, we'll sort of ignore them. It's partly because the door was badly repaired, there's a new door coming. But we want to get some idea that the chassis was square enough, the B post, the A post were relative. The other side, pretty similar. This door hasn't been repaired in its life, which is nice to see. It needs a bit of TLC, but you can see there's a gaps isn't quite equal on this side. So this is the before, where the gaps aren't quite right, the door isn't quite level with the creases. And then the after, where the gaps are more even around the frames. I'm sort of waffling here a little bit, but I'm just trying to give you a bit of a quick update, or get you up to speed with where I am at. And you can see there's still part of the A panel left over there that I'm going to have to cut off and grind out at some point. But I left it initially just to make sure we got the spacing right on the hinges. That's where the A panel will go. So let's hit the music and get grinding. So as I'm learning, you've got to go backwards to go forwards. So we found some more things to repair, some more holes, some more rust. I shouldn't really be surprised, but there we go. We have to go backwards in some ways with these projects to go forwards. Never done a classic car, so learning all the way. But anyway, we got that rear quarter panel off. That was an experience in itself. Never done that. Not that sort of size of piece. And there's the new, there's the old, and time to go home, I think.
Hello.
So with the Mini at Mickey's having more taken off it than put on it, I thought I'd get on with the subframes. We're going to strip them down. We're going to put all the boxes in some nice lollipop tubs, all the bolts, sorry, and then we're going to make sure that they're completely rust free and repair any damage. Some of them are a bit bent in places, there's just a little bit of metal work, that's all. So we can prep those. The rear subframe looks a bit worse for wear, but we're going to check on that, and then maybe we'll get the rear one all powder coated ready because we're not going to modify that one. The front one's going to be modified for the new engine, which is coming. It's behind there. Ooh. Some interesting things found. The ball joints I think are okay. Loads of washers missing, some random bushes, but I've got all new bushes for the front suspension. The arms actually seem alright, we'll just clean them up. But like there's some bushes in one of them and not on the other that have been replaced, so it just seems a bit pointless. The one spindle seems okay, but I'm going to go and show you the other spindle, and the cones are not good. I'll show you those now. So I don't know if you can see that very well, but I'm not a classic Mini expert in any way. But these cones do seem to be quite flat to me. I'm going to check on some other images. Apparently they weren't very old, but going by everything else on this Kev Mini, I'm thinking that's a lie, and they need replacing. You can just apparently switch them with the rears, because the rears don't get so much effort, but for the effort we're going with this, I'll probably just get a new set of cones. I'm not going with springs, I thought they would be a better option, but reading up they're not. Spindles. Well, the one spindle was good, but the second one you probably saw me bashing away at, and I'll show you why. Hopefully you can kind of see the big gap, this kind of chunky bit that isn't there that should be, and in there's a nice bit. I don't want to touch it too much because I've actually got clean hands, but basically, hopefully you can sort of see in there's bits of the bearing missing. So spindle kit certainly for this side. They probably come as pairs, so I might just get a pair done even though the other one's alright. Now something else I'm going to learn how to do that. I'm probably just going to get new boots. The ball joints aren't too bad. We'll see if the boots are actually that expensive with the ball joint. Might just get a pair of ball joints, but there's no play in them, so they would just normally need re-greasing. So I can do that. It's very serviceable Minis, as I'm finding, so that's quite nice. So as I'm finding with this, the more I dig, the more I need to replace. But it's good to do it now. I saw a little guide. I'm going to give him a shout out in the comments, hopefully. I've just subscribed to his channel. He does little guides on the Classic Mini. I watched him take out these cones, and it was very, very useful. So I'm going to be using guides like that myself, to be honest. Use what I know, and when I don't, I do also go to YouTube, like lots of people go to me. So that's the end of this little bit. I'm now going to do a montage of the rear subframe. So thanks for watching, everyone. Please smash the like, hit the subscribe if you've not already, see the previous episodes, look out for the new ones to come.
Ultimate thumbs up.
And there it is.